So he talks about this forgiveness thing, and here's what the church has been the church has been habitually unforgiving. What I'm saying is we built a habit, a form, or even of working in a forgiving, unforgiven state. And so there's people that we decided not to forgive. So Paul is talking to them in this regard because there's somebody who's offended the church. He's done some stuff, and Paul said, I've always forgave. I don't got no problem forgiving, and if you can forgive them, I can forgive them. Because the issue sometimes is that the church has a problem with forgiving people when they've done wrong. No, before you disagree, listen to this. Hear me out. Let me plead my case. What happens is that we can forgive people as long as we think they deserve forgiveness. And so it's easy to forgive people that ain't really done nothing wrong. And so when somebody really has offended you, it becomes difficult for the church to forgive. If the church could forgive in that regard, that's why they wouldn't be putting people out of church. They wouldn't be taking people off roads. The problem is that we have a forgiven unforgiveness.
I hear you, Jesus.
So with us, it's not just depending on who it is, it's depending on what they do. So now forgiveness is not just based on forgiving like Jesus said forgive, because this was the issue. It wouldn't even be an issue except this was some deep stuff. And so when somebody starts touching some deep stuff, what level of forgiveness do you have?
Preach it, Bishop.
Now we're going to get all into the word, and I'm going to show you that forgiveness is connected to love. And the reason that we have this problem is because when the enemy takes advantage of us, he takes advantage of us in being unforgiving. And when we're not forgiving, guess what? Then we're not loving, and it's impossible to minister to someone whom you do not love.
That's right.
And so then what happens to us is that we become ineffective. So now we got a church that don't know how to love through stuff, and they can't forgive anything, and so they do nothing. Are you still with me now? So Paul said this issue has been going. He said, look, I don't got no problem forgiving. He said, because I've learned how to forgive like Jesus forgives. And so when Jesus forgives, it's a different level of forgiveness. We'll get into it, but what he does is he does not forgive based on what you did. Oh, that's my testimony. I said he does not treat you as your sins deserve. So he doesn't forgive you based on the level of forgiveness you deserve.
Thank you, Jesus.
What I'm saying is you said 2 prayers and you needed 2,000 forgivenesses, and Jesus still forgave you anyway.
That's right. That's right.
It's not proportionate. It's not equal. Jesus loves you on a whole nother level. His forgiveness does not match your repentance.
That's right.
Oh, my Jesus. You say, yeah, dude, no. That's why godly sorrow worketh repentance. What you do is only a little bit, but then we have a great God, an almighty God, an all-forgiving God. That's why the Bible said you can come boldly to the throne of grace. Not because you're good, but because Jesus is good to you. You didn't come in because you believe you deserve it. You came boldly because you know he'll do it.
That's right. That's right.
Because that's just how his forgiveness works.
Yes.
Amen.
You can sin for 2 years, come to the altar one time. Oh, I wish there were some witnesses in here. And say, Jesus, I'm sorry.
That's right.
And in a moment's notice.
Yeah. Thank you,
He
Jesus.
came in that day
Thank you, Jesus.
with the alabaster box,
Thank you, Jesus.
asking for forgiveness.
Thank you, Jesus.
It was her repentance that allowed her to bring everything. And so she brought everything to Jesus, laid it down at Jesus' feet. Didn't even have no words. All she could do is cry. Because when you get to that kind of place and you in connection with real forgiveness, oh, it'll change your heart. It'll change your understanding. The Bible said she didn't have no words. She didn't have no whole list of things to run off to Jesus. She was just happy to get there, to the place of forgiveness.
Amen.
And when she got to Jesus, here's how I know she was happy to get there. She broke the box. And the Bible said when she broke the alabaster box of ointment, she began to anoint Jesus with it. She began to cry, and with her hair and her tears, began to wash Jesus' feet. And then the people start getting mad. Who got mad? The church. When people get forgiven and it look like they don't deserve it, the church got a tendency to get mad. And sure enough, they had something to say. How dare she come in here with all that sin? Think she just could walk in the church knowing what she did. And she ain't got the nerve, listen to this, she ain't got the nerve just to come in church. She going to where Jesus is.
Yeah.
She got the nerve to think that she can stand in the presence of the
Come on,
Master.
Bishop.
And she got all that sin on.
Well.
And so when they had outrage,